Hi guys, it's Time Travel Reviews, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm doing something that Doug Walker of That Guy with the Glasses did a couple of months ago, and that's discuss the top 10 movies that everyone else seems to like, but I hate, that I just can't stand. All of them seem to be made in the last 15 years, and that's because I know that some movies, they get outdated, the comedy gets outdated, the technology gets outdated, and it just looks silly because it's outdated. So I'm trying to stick to things made more recently. But anyway, here's my list, and I hope you enjoy it. And away we go.
Number 10.
300. Now, this movie, I can say that this is number 10 for a reason. I was watching this movie in school, actually, and for the first bit I did actually like it. I thought it was interesting. I didn't think it was that entertaining, but I thought it was interesting, and I thought that, it kept my attention and stuff like that. But about halfway into the movie, I just started to get completely lost. I just couldn't be bothered with the movie. I just couldn't. I just didn't want to look at it, and I thought it was pretty boring. So I didn't find any characters that were particularly likable in the movie. I'm not a big action person. I'm not a big violence person. So, and I thought like the cinematography, the colors, I didn't really care for them really. So yeah, I didn't really like 300. The reason number 10 is because I can't really judge it because I don't think I saw all of it, and also because of the fact that I can say that I at least kept my attention. But there's a few movies I could have put for this number 10, but this one I think is the best one for the number 10 spot.
Number 9.
Super 8. Now, this one got, I think, 95% or something on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got a high rating, and a lot of people have said that it's their favourite movie of the summer. And it's interesting because of the summer being the American summer. I'm Australian. It's interesting because this is actually, of all the movies I've gone to see this year of 2011, this has been my least favourite. I could say that it wasn't too bad. That's why it's on number 9, because I didn't hate it entirely. I didn't think it was absolutely terrible. The first half I thought was good, and I thought that the way the kids interacted and stuff, that was pretty fun to watch and stuff, and the general idea was interesting. It kept my attention for the most part. But the things I didn't like about it is that the characters never seem to actually help. It seems like there's two plots going on at once, and they don't really intertwine very much until the very end. And it's hardly it doesn't really affect it. The kid does not help the monster. The monster does not help the kid. There's this metaphor going on, which I find to be very corny and very obvious. But the way that they try and combine it, I just found strange, and I really just didn't like it. But I can say that out of all these movies, I'd say this one probably, I had the most, I thought was, I liked the bit of the humor in it, and I thought that some of it was interesting as well, but just didn't like it after I saw it all.
Number 8.
James Bond: Quantum of Solace. Now, I saw this in the theaters a couple of years ago when it first came out, when I kind of got a bit into James Bond, and I can say that I can hardly remember any of it. It was insanely boring. I think I tried to watch it on TV again, and I found it boring as well. I couldn't follow what was going on. I think I remember. I can't even remember it, really. Like most movies, I can remember if I saw it 2 years ago. It was only 2 or 3 years ago this was released. I found the action boring. I found Daniel Craig boring. I just found everything boring, and I nearly fell asleep in the theater. So don't like it at all. And some people do. Some people say that there's James Bond. A lot of people like Casino Royale better. I haven't seen Casino Royale. That probably might have helped me like this movie more. But a lot of people say that they don't like this as much as Casino Royale, but some people say that they still like it. So, and I don't. I found it absolutely boring. But number 8 on this list because I know that this isn't as liked as some of the other movies that are also.
Number 7.
Harry Potter 6. Now, this one also didn't get too high ratings too, and not everybody really loved this. But because of the fact that a lot of people have said that this is their favorite Harry Potter movie, and a lot of people said that it was a huge improvement on some other the Harry Potter movies and stuff like that. That's why it's on this list, because I cannot stand Harry Potter 6. It was the worst Harry Potter movie I think that I saw. I saw this in the theater as well. I thought that nothing happened. I thought it was just trying to market towards the next movies. I thought that there wasn't really any twists or anything that I didn't know about, or I didn't think there was much of a story in this. Basically, like, it didn't really feel like a movie by itself. Really, it just felt like it was a trailer for Episode 7, or not a trailer, but it was like the introduction to Episode 7 more than anything. I really like the first 3 Harry Potters, but not really. I didn't think that they're like great movies, but I think they're good. The 4th one I think is okay. 5th one I didn't really like, but it's not that bad. And the 7th part 1 and 7th part 2 I think I like as well. But this one, the Harry Potter 6, I just couldn't stand. I thought that was crap as soon as I exited the theatre, so that's why I got the number 7 spot.
Number 6.
Batman Begins. Now, this one isn't a lot of. This is one of the highest rated ones on this list, but the reason it's at number 6 spot is because, again, I can hardly remember it. I saw it a couple of years ago. I remember I didn't like it at all, and everybody seems to like it. Think it's a good introduction. I thought it was boring. I thought it was. I didn't really like any of the characters, and except I think I liked what's it? No, I can't remember his name. Is it Michael Caine? I can't remember his name, but I liked him. But The Dark Knight I like 100 times better. So no, I didn't like Batman Begins, and thought it was boring. Thought it was boring introduction to the Batman trilogy, or whatever it's going to be.
Number 5.
Romeo and Juliet. Now, this again hasn't got so much high ratings, but quite a lot of people seem to like this. Quite a lot of people seem to not like this. But I thought it was just a bore, and I remember thinking it's a bore, and I know why it's a bore, compared to like things like Batman Begins, where I'm not completely sure. It doesn't work in my opinion. The comedy doesn't work. The drama doesn't work. The romance, I don't think it works either. Just the whole using the Shakespeare language in a modern setting, I find it completely strange. It's not even funny. Like, you think that maybe that'd be funny. No, it's not. It's not even funny, in my opinion. And they try and add some comedy into it. I didn't laugh. I just can't get into it at all. Like, I find it's an interesting concept, but I think that what they should have done was made a modern language. I know that people really love like the language of Shakespeare. I mean, I don't think it's that bad either. I'm not going to criticize it or anything, but trying to put Shakespeare language into a modern setting is really, it feels absolutely out of place. And I know what he was trying to do. Didn't like it at all. So yeah, that's good number 5, or bad, should I say?
Number 4.
Starship Troopers. Oh, I hate this movie. When I want to give people an example of a movie I hate, I use this movie. But a lot of people seem to say that they hate this movie as well. So that's why I'm not putting this on a lower spot or a higher spot, or whatever we're going to call it. But anyway, yeah. So so Starship Troopers. I think it's dumb. Now, it's supposed to be a satire of, I think it was westerns or sci-fi movies. I didn't see the satire in there. I watched through the whole movie. Like, I saw some things like he was like kind of a bit like it's kind of joking around, like the whole like we want you, or I'm joining, or whatever it was. I could see that was kind of funny, and I can see what they're doing there. But when I watched it, I didn't feel it was the satire, and that's the problem. It didn't really tell us that it was a satire. It didn't explain to us that's what it was, and it just seemed like a whole lot of cliches, plot holes, dumb people. That's what it seemed like to me. So if I watch this again, I might like it, but the thing is, I don't want to watch it again, and so that's the film's problem, not mine, in my opinion. It shouldn't be that I have to realise that it's a satire to like it. It should just tell us, and it didn't tell me. So, don't like it. Number 4.
Number 3.
28 Days Later. Now, I can say that I like the first half of the movie, for the most part. I think there was a few silly things in there. The second half, however, I didn't like at all. Where can I start with this movie? Now, this seemed to like... I don't hate this as much as Starship Troopers, I think. Maybe equally, but people seem to like 28 Days Later. I don't know why. I find the whole... the military camp to be a very stupid subplot. I can't even. I'm not. Okay, I'll try and explain it. Now, so these girls apparently going to get raped by the military men because, you know, for some reason, the military boss is going to let them because they haven't had women for like a long time, or something like that. Whatever. I don't know. And so the guy thinks that, you know, there's 20 people left on the earth, that he's going to kill all these army men, just like because it's, I mean, like, I'm sure like rape is, you know, bad. I'm not saying it's good or anything, but do you really think it's worth it killing about 20 men, some of them not even that into the whole rape, just to save these girls from getting raped? Like, it's the last people on earth, like. And also, how the hell does this guy kill these army guys? I mean, isn't he like a paper boy or something? I can't remember now, but where did he learn this training? Like, I mean, I know some of the army men are probably not trained very well, because they're meant to be trained for their with their guns, not with their fists. But I'm sure some of them are. I'm sure some of them were a better fighter than him. It just felt like a excuse to add gore into it. I tell you what I like the whole like empty city kind of thing. But I think I Am Legend did this 10 times better in my opinion, and the second half of the movie I just can't stand, and so it makes me hate this movie, and that's about it.
Number 2.
Good Night and Good Luck. This got very high ratings, a lot of awards. I just found it boring, and that's all I can say. Now, some people say, "Oh, you don't get it," or "You're not intelligent enough to get this movie." I shouldn't be. I shouldn't have to be incredibly intelligent to get it. I couldn't get into the plot. Like the plot, I only understand what the hell was it about until like 20 minutes into the movie. I didn't feel for the characters. When the guy committed suicide, I'm sorry, spoilers. When the guy committed suicide, I didn't feel for him. Don't know why it has to be in black and white. I know it's supposed to be like old-time TV, but really, does it have to? There was like color movies around then, so when watching a movie, we're not watching a television show. The guy's motivated speeches, didn't really care too much for them. I didn't really care for communism. Just didn't care at all for this movie. Found it boring, and the way that it tries to like have little music, and I don't like, and like the way you use it stock footage, I just didn't like that. Jazz music makes me hate this movie even more. So yeah, didn't like this movie at all, and can't understand why people do.
Number 1.
Sin City. I just watched this about an hour ago actually, so that's why I decided to make this list. What can I say? I have really the same problems as 300, but multiplied about 10 times, really. Heads decapitated, nudity absolutely everywhere, just absolutely disgusting. I hate this movie. Don't find it interesting, find it completely boring, find the amount of violence to be absurd. I find no character to be likable. I find the settings to be boring, and I know that it's trying to be dark and edgy, but I didn't attach to it. There's some movies where like I like how it's dark and edgy, and it adds effect to it, like Dark City. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. But this movie, the darkness just overwhelmed me, in my opinion. I kind of know. I don't know what to say. I just found it disgusting. I found it boring. I find no character likable. I hated this movie, and I don't know why people like it so much. But good for them. And yeah, I couldn't get what it was trying to do. So too bad for me. Anyway, that's my list, everyone. I'll see what you have to say. I probably didn't explain myself very well, and I'm interested to see what you have to say about my choices and what your choices might be. 10 top that everybody else likes but you hate. So thanks for watching, everyone, and see you another time. Goodbye.